Small businesses can use ChatGPT to automate workflows or procedures. One way to do this is to train the model on specific business tasks or data, such as frequently asked questions or typical customer interactions. After the model has been introduced, it can be added to a chatbot or another app to do these tasks automatically. It can also be used to make responses that seem human, like emails and chats, which can help automate the customer service process. It's important to remember that setting up and maintaining such a system can be challenging and take time and money. Here is a general, step-by-step plan for how to use ChatGPT to automate small business workflows or operations. Find the tasks or processes that can be done automatically. Start by thinking about the functions or interactions you repeatedly do. Put together the data and make a training dataset. Get a lot of information about the processes or workflows that have been named. This can include client interactions, a list of questions often asked, and other helpful information. This is a crucial step for small businesses using ChatGPT to automate workflows or processes. The type and amount of data used to train the model can significantly affect how well it works and how accurate it is. Here are some general suggestions for collecting data and putting together a training dataset. Collect a lot of information. The more information you have, the more the model can learn and adjust to new situations. You should be able to find at least a few thousand interactions or tasks that you want to automate. Use data from the real world. The model should be trained with data as close as possible to the interactions and tasks in the real world. This means using data from real client contacts, FAQs, and examples of the process you want to automate. Include a wide range of details. The information must include a variety of examples, such as different times when the same activity or interaction took place. This can help the model figure out how to deal with other versions of the same task. Use relevant data. The model should be trained with data that is accurate and free of mistakes. This is very important for jobs requiring a lot of accuracies, like data entry or financial work. Prepare the training data. Before the data can be used for training, they must be pre-processed. To do this, the data may need to be cleaned, with unimportant details taken out and put into a form that the model can understand. You should split the data into two sets, one for training the model and the other for testing it. This lets you use made-up data to judge how well the model works. Creating a high-quality training dataset can take a lot of time and resources. Still, it is necessary for making a model that works well in the real world. You can save a lot of time and work by using OpenAI's datasets or other similar services to find pre-existing datasets that can be changed to fit your needs. Prepare your model. Use the information you've collected to train a ChatGPT model on the specific business tasks or information. OpenAI's GPT-3 fine-tuning can be used to make changes to the model based on your particular use case. The next step is to train the ChatGPT model using the high-quality training dataset you just got. Here's an example of how OpenAI's GPT-3 fine-tuning can be used to introduce a model. Access to OpenAI's API. You need access to OpenAI's API to change the model. You can access the API through OpenAI's GPT-3 Playground, which has an easy-to-use interface for fine-tuning the model. Before you can fine-tune the model, you must get the data ready for fine-tuning by putting it in the correct format, such as JSON or CSV. Often, tools that change and prepare data can be used for this. Once the data has been generated and the model's task should be learned, it can be fine-tuned by sending the data to the API. For example, you can fine-tune the model for a specific activity, like answering frequently asked questions, FAQs, or for a particular chat dataset. Looking at the model, using the test dataset you made, you should evaluate how well the model works after making any necessary changes. This will help you determine if the model can be used in new situations and if it can be changed to fit different versions of the same task. Change the plan. Depending on the evaluation, you may need to change the model by changing the fine-tuning parameters or giving it new data. It must be repeated. Change and test the model with new data until you reach the level of performance you need. It's important to remember that perfecting a model can take a lot of time and money. The quality of the final model can be affected by the amount of data, the number of fine-tuning steps, and how the model is set up. Also, it's important to remember that GPT-3 is a vast model and that fine-tuning it can require a lot of computer power. Add the trained model to a chatbot or other app. Use a chatbot framework or platform to add the trained model to a chatbot or other app. This lets the model handle the automated tasks or interactions. Test and improve the system. Use data from the real world to test the chatbot or app and make any changes needed to make it work better. 6. Deploy and monitor. Once the chatbot or app is up and running, you should check on it regularly to ensure everything is going as planned. Keep adding new information to the model to make it better over time. Here are some general tips for setting up and keeping a ChatGPT-based system running. Use the model to make a chatbot or another app. Use a chatbot framework or platform to put the trained model into a chatbot or another app. This lets the model handle the automated tasks or interactions. Before putting the system into production, it should be tested with real-world data to ensure it can handle the kinds of interactions and tasks that will happen in the real world. Set up the system in a real-world setting. Once the system has been tested and is ready to be used, it should be put into a production environment where it can handle real-world interactions or tasks. Once the system is up and running, monitoring it to ensure it's working as planned is essential. This could mean keeping an eye on key performance indicators, KPIs, like accuracy, turnaround time, and customer satisfaction. To see long-term improvements in performance, the model should be updated regularly with new data. Set up alerts and notifications. Set up alerts and reports that will let you know when a system isn't working right or isn't doing what it should. Then you can act quickly to fix things. Make changes to the system and the data. Add new features and updates to the system all the time. To improve how well the model works, add further examples of interactions or tasks to the dataset. Due to its complexity, deploying and keeping an eye on a ChatGPT-based system may require a lot of time and money. It's also important to consider the privacy and security of the data used to train and run the model. This is to ensure that laws are followed and that personal information is kept safe. Please remember that this is just a rough outline and that the steps and tools you need may change based on your use case and resources. You've now decided which tasks you want to automate. It's essential to focus on repetitive jobs that take a lot of time for people to do while looking for tasks that machines can do. These may involve undertakings like answers to frequently asked questions, FAQs, processing payments or orders and answering questions from customers, setting up appointments and meetings, managing data and entering it to make papers like reports, social media administration. It's important to consider what kinds of interactions or jobs can be done by a machine. For example, tasks that use simple, structured data or follow a regular pattern are often good candidates for automation. Jobs that need to be done quickly or correctly may also be good candidates for automation. Look at your company's workflows and data for inefficiencies or bottlenecks. You might find tasks that can be automated. You can survey or talk to your employees to find out which jobs they find tedious, time-consuming, or both. Focus on the parts of your business where customers interact with you the most, such as customer service, sales, or marketing. By automating some tasks, customer satisfaction can go up, and employee workloads can go down. Not all tasks can or should be automated, and it's important to consider how automation might affect the business. It's important to find a balance between automation and the human touch so that people can do more complicated tasks. At the same time, technology helps to increase productivity and customer service. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.